Hello, dear students. We are supposed to study the observation now. So, we should start studying these observations. We shall start studying these observations with beaker A. So, let us study about the beaker A. In beaker A, we have water plus few crystals of copper sulfate. Particles in the mixture are not visible. When a beam of light is passed from a torch is passed through the beaker containing the mixture, the path is not visible. So this is how we can understand about the mixture. The third observation that we observe is that the mixture is stable. Fourth one is, if the mixture is left undisturbed for some time, the particles do not begin to settle at the bottom. Fifth observation for beaker A, after filtration, there is no residue left on the filter paper, and therefore we can say that the mixture in beaker A is a solution. Now we'll look at beaker B and observe. What is there in beaker B? In beaker B we have water plus one spatula full of copper sulfate. Particles in the mixtures are not visible. That is what we can observe into the beaker B. Not visible with the naked eye. When a beam of light from a torch is passed through the beaker containing the mixture, the path is not visible. So the path is not visible if you pass the light from the mixture. Third observation, mixture is stable. It means the component of mixtures, they are not separated by themselves and they remain stable. If the mixture is left undisturbed for some time, particles do not begin to settle down at the bottom. That simply reflects the stability of the mixture. After filtration, there is no residue left on the filter paper. Therefore, we can say that the mixture in beaker B is a solution. Now we'll look at beaker C. The particles in the mixture the particles in the mixture are visible. When a beam of light is passed through the mixture, path was visible when the mixture is stable, but was not visible when the particles settle down at the bottom. So here in this case, or in beaker C, if we see really, what we observe is when we pass the beam of light through the mixture, path was visible only when the mixture was stable, but the path was not visible when the mixture or the particles of mixture were settled down. So this is the speciality of this kind of mixture which was present into beaker C. In the beaker C, we have taken water and chalk pieces. Please remember, in the beaker C we had water and chalk pieces. The mixture is unstable, so if you keep it for some time, the component of mixture starts separating on their own. We need not to do anything. So if the mixture is left undisturbed for some time, particles begin to settle down at the bottom after some time. So this is how the particles of chalk get separated with the particles of water. After filtration, there are residue on the filter paper. That means when we do filtration, there are some particles available on the filter paper. Chalk particles remains in the filter paper. Chalk particles remains in the filter paper as a residue, and filtrate is water. So whatever there is outside the, or whatever that goes out from the filter paper is known as filtrate, and this filtrate is nothing but your water. So components of mixture are separated by the process. This process is known as filtration. So by the process of filtration, the components of mixtures are being separated, and that is how we can say that the mixture in beaker C the mixture in beaker C is a suspension. So here the type of mixture which is formed between chalk powder and water is known as suspension. Then we have beaker D. In beaker D we have water plus milk. So particles in the mixtures are not visible. We cannot see the particles of mixture. When a beam of light is passed through the mixture in a beaker D, the path of light was visible. So we can see the path of light. So the mixture scatter the beam of light. Mixture is stable, but after a long time we can see some particles settle down if mixture is left undisturbed for a long time. So it is generally stable, but after a very long time the particles settle down or particle gets separated. After filtration, there are no residue left on the filter paper, so we cannot separate the components using the process of filtration, and that is how we can say that the mixture in beaker D is a colloid. So the mixture which is present in beaker D is nothing but your colloid. So we can simply understand the result here. Now let us try